A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Season 1, episodes 1 through 2, review. We're about to give it to you guys.
Let's do it.
Izzy, what do we think so far about this show? Because this show is a prequel to Game of Thrones. This is something that...
Okay, that was going to be my question. I actually didn't know where it was taking place. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I don't know what you think, but I know what I think, Phil. You know what I think?
Mm-hmm.
This show is hitting right place, right time for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really into it, actually. I really like it. I like the tone a lot. I like Sir Duncan a lot. I think he is kind of what's carrying me through the show right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the show has much going on within these first 2 episodes, but I think the way they're like setting up Sir Duncan already, I'm really into. I think his character is really funny. I think he's also just really endearing. Like, I think there's just something about him where you just, like, you want to root for him because of the way, like, you could tell he perceives himself. There's a scene in the first episode, where, like, he slouches just naturally, and they're like, why do you do that? You're a knight. Like, you know? I love his character a lot. He's a really easy character to root for. And this show is just hidden right place, right time. This is the only excuse I'll ever get to talk about this, so I'm going to do it. I'm currently playing a video game called Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I've been playing it for the past month. It is a knight game where I am like a knight and I'm protecting this prince. And I've been having a blast. I'm 60 hours deep. DM me, please. DM me. Like, I'll talk about this game. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm really into this setting right now. My game is a lot more realistic, not really dragons, whatever. But this is kind of not really focusing on a lot of, like, the dragons and fantasy elements. It's a lot more like, hey, knights and stuff. So it's hitting right place, right time, and I'm really into it. It's giving me that vibe. I get off the game, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go watch this show now. That's the exact same feeling, and I'm obsessed, dude. I really like it, actually, a lot. I'm really enjoying it.
Okay. That's good, man. I'm glad you got a video game that's mixing with this.
It's working perfectly. It worked out perfectly.
Like the mode, it gets you in the mode.
It
gets you in the zone, pretty much.
Yeah.
With these first 2 episodes, I love Sir Duncan the Tall.
Sir Duncan the Tall.
He's funny. The fact that what's his name, Sir Lionel the Laughing or whatever, gave him that name. He's like, what's your name? I forgot his first. What was his first night name when he first got there and Brody changed it? Sir Dunk. Oh, that's stupid. That's terrible. You should be Sir Duncan the Tall. And I was like, that was pretty funny. And also that guy, Sir Lionel the Laughing. I remember him, Daniel Ings, from The Gentleman, or I forgot what show. It was on Netflix.
The Gentleman.
Yeah, The Gentleman. He's really good on there. He plays the dude who gets his brother in all that trouble, and I was very mad. I was like, oh, you're pissing me off. But, like, Sir Duncan the Tall, very funny dude. Very, like, lovable character. His name's Peter Claffey, the actor. Yeah. But I'm really starting to like him, just like you. He's one of my favorite characters. But the kid, Egg, is really starting to get on me. Like, he's funny. Like, he's like kind of like a wingman, but also the best
He's a squire. Right? He's a squire.
Yeah, he's a squire. But he's so funny. Like, that scene when the knight's coming in, and he's like, I forgot what he said. He, like, cussed, but he said, like, so he's a dummy or something like that. And then Sir Duncan the Tall's like, oh, he really is called Sir Dunk. Sir Duncan the Tall. I'm just gonna call him that. Like, I just love how their romance or their funny, like,
their
moments
relationship,
with it. Yeah, because Egg seems like he actually knows the game of, like, knighthood and stuff. And then Sir Duncan the Tall's just like, oh, let's go check it out. And then Egg's like, what are you doing? No, you shouldn't be doing that. All right, fine. Whatever, I'll go with you. But I like how he's there to, like, guide him a little bit, but also, like, make sure he doesn't do anything too stupid. But every character keeps telling Sir Duncan the Tall, you're pretty stupid, you're pretty clumsy, like, whatever. Like, that scene where he's in the quarters hiding, like, trying to listen to the Targaryen house or whatever, talk about, like, where their sons are or whatever. And the little girl comes up to him and she's, like, explaining the whole situation because he didn't understand what's going on. And she's like, you're pretty dim, huh? And then steps on him and then runs away. I was like, this dude, I'm starting to like him. But I already know. That's one thing that's kind of getting me a little bit out of these episodes. When is something going to happen?
Yeah, you're right.
When is oh, my bad.
You're right. I am waiting for the thing to happen. Mm-hmm. Weirdly enough, if it never does, I wouldn't be mad. But that's just like a me thing. I do agree. I'm waiting for like the thing to happen. And, like, getting into, like, some just spoiler territory, I think it's the bits they're hinting about the Targaryen princes going missing. Like, I think that's gonna get roped in somehow. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I'm really curious. I don't know. I literally have no idea where the show could possibly go. One of my favorite scenes, though, was between Sir Duncan and Egg. And it's in episode 2. It's their heart-to-heart, where Egg is talking about, hey, man, like, everyone says I'm just gonna be small and, like, wimpy for the rest of my life. Like, I'm never gonna, like, get big. I can never be a knight. And he's like, no, you'll grow. And he's like, oh yeah, you think so? He goes, yeah, people call me dumb. and then he just stops talking, and he's like, what? Like, and what? What do you do when people call you dumb? I don't know. That's none of your business. Such a good scene. Genuinely, I loved it.
Funny, man. Like, this is honestly a very good match. I don't know if this is part of the books. Like,
I don't think so.
I haven't read the books. I still haven't finished Game of Thrones. Obviously, I told you guys earlier, but I like this so far. But once again, like, the jousting scene, I really thought something was going to happen there. I thought it was going to be like a knight falls down, can't continue, and he was going to have to take their spot or something. And then he was going to show up. Because that's another thing. I feel like they're hinting at this dude is just crazy strong and people don't know it yet. Like, I feel like out of the blue,
like
he's just going to get a sword and just, like, cut somebody in half by accident and be like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, well, even
that
he
wasn't too strong enough.
even he underestimates himself too. Like, you could tell, like, the way he doesn't feel very confident in anything. Like, he's not the kind of hothead guy that'll take any fight. When the dude like approaches him, he's like, all right, fight me. He's like, no, I don't want to. Like, I'm good. You know, like, he's not that kind of guy. He's very lovable. He's kind of like a bear. You know, he's like a teddy bear. You just want to hug him. You know, you just want to give him a big hug.
Yeah.
But what I really like about the show, I think so far, is the tone. I don't know how Game of Thrones is tonally. I think it's probably similar to House of the Dragon. Very serious, very like dark and like, you know, sad, whatever. I like how funny the show is. Like, I think it has its moments. It's not hilarious, or excuse me, it's not like in your face funny where people are cracking jokes every 10 seconds, but it does have its moments where it's very hilarious. Like the cutaway scene when like he's getting slapped, like that was funny. You know, or again, like that conversation I just mentioned, hilarious. But it's all woven into like the writing so perfectly, where it never feels like a hard tone shift. Where they can have like a nice, sweet moment, or you can get some lore drops or whatever, and then you can slip in a joke, and I'm like, oh, that was funny, like good one.
No, I think what you brought up is perfect because that's kind of what I was thinking when I first started it. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I was watching the show when I was on the treadmill, the first episode, and I'm just like watching this, and I'm like, the beginning start of it when he's just talking about, yeah, I've always been with this knight. Used to beat me a lot, and it shows him getting slapped different times.
Yeah.
Even that one time where he's like, no, there were a lot of times I deserved it, but there was that one time where I really was mad, and it was the time when somebody else stole the bread, and then Brody thought that he stole the bread, so he was like, you thief, boom. And I laughed a little bit. I was on the treadmill, and everybody was like looking at me, because, you know, everybody I know is in the single weight room, and they're like, what's so funny? And I'm like, something funny just happened. But that scene where, like, I didn't expect this type of tone, because once again, you were right, Game of Thrones is very serious. Like, it's a very serious show. Like, it's very intense, very, you can feel the, like, tense moments when it gets there. The music is very tense. This, when I'm hearing the theme song about to play and it shows the next scene of him pooping, I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
And I was like, that was very awkward, but I guess that's how the show's gonna go.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd be mad because I'm way more of a serious show watcher sometimes. I'm more towards, I kind of like that type of tone more, but this is doing a good job of like kind of winning me over. Like, once again, I'm very annoyed not too much has happened, but at the same time, the comedy, the learning of different characters, Sir Duncan the Tall and Egg's relationship is awesome. So I think I'm very like, I'm still in it, I guess.
I think what I wasn't expecting from the show was like how much I was gonna like it, but I knew immediately it was gonna like, I was gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be a good watch. I think because of just how well it's shot. Like, I think the cinematography is great. I think you could just tell they're filming everything on set, and I think that's why I like it so much. Where when you like see like large shots, like pan shots or like far. I always forget the camera term, but like the far away shots of like just big landscapes. I think it's called a landscape shot of just like him walking, and you have like the hills and the sunset or whatever, or like the big camps, and I don't know, everything just looks so real. And I think you'd like actually be surprised on how far along that goes. Like, that does a lot for me. But when I watch something and I can tell this looks real, I feel like it's real. So I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, like I'm in this. You know, I feel it. I'm fully immersed in this. But when something looks like the way that most Marvel movies do nowadays, or when something looks like, you know, like the volume, you know, like the big screens, like you can kind of just tell. That stuff, like, or like heavy green screen, like it takes you out of it a bit because you're just like, I'm not connecting here. But when like I can watch a show like this, I'm like, yeah, dude, this show looks really pretty, and it makes me like just looking around. And I don't know, that goes a long way for me personally. I like how it looks.
No, 1000%, man. Like, it looks very good, and like you said, it looks real, like more real than you'd expect. But I'm impressed with the show. Like, I really am. Once again, this is probably going to be the first show I watch in the Game of Thrones franchise that I finish first.
You didn't watch House of the Dragon? Sorry.
No, I haven't seen House of the Dragon yet. But I probably will. I'm getting more into Game of Thrones than I thought.
Yeah.
But it's because of that whole kingdom thing, like all these different families and houses. I think it's really cool.
It is cool. It is cool, yeah.